Hello people of YouTube, I have just inhaled 2 pears and a banana, so I am ready as all hell for a large recording session of City Skylines, the city where life cannot be paused. Again, that rule has not really impacted us all that much in the last few episodes because we are rich as all hell. If we look at the money tab, we are almost 7 million. 7 million, what is that, simoleons? No, it's not simoleons because it's not the Sims, but 7 million currency rich. Either way, I have some plans. Let's have a look at them. I want to change up the bridges situation and charge people that cross the bridges a toll, because I think that is a fun idea to work with. I want to replace the Thorn Industry area because people are not very interested in working here anymore, it seems, and I want to do something else with this area. I'm not quite sure what yet, but this area up here would be very good for some forestry, so I might want to delve into that in a bit. However, we need 90,000 residents before I can buy another plot of land, so that's going to take a while, I think. I don't think we're going to get to that in this episode specifically. I want to remove the industry here because, again, people are not very interested in standard industry for some reason. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's because everyone is working here. They're giving their preference to this sort of newfangled industry instead. I am not quite sure. I'm also not a big fan of this little village here, so I might not keep it that way, but we'll see. I was thinking of actually at some point just getting rid of Smogham entirely and making a bit of a sort of Hawthorne-like village on this side of the river as well. I think that might work a bit nicer. Additionally, the windmills need to get going. They don't need to get going necessarily, but I want them kind of out of here. I feel like I'm gonna do a slight German sort of thing because I've seen what I'm about to do a lot in Germany, where you have you drive along the highway and you just see these massive parks of windmills. So I think we're gonna stick to that for a bit. See, why are you being weird? Let's untoggle M and just place one over. No, they're all going to be a bit strange with the little landscaping stuff going on there. But yeah, I want to do a bit of a windmill park sort of in this sort of area. So why don't we start with that? Yeah, so for the ones of you that don't know, I'm from the Netherlands. I come from a part of the Netherlands that is relatively close to Germany, and sometimes during the weekends, on Saturday afternoons and that sort of thing, we would go shopping in Germany, like just grocery shopping and that sort of thing, because yes, it was slightly cheaper than in the Netherlands, but it's also just a fun sort of day out, I guess. And on the highways, you would see these sorts of windmills, just large windmill parks stretched for literal miles. And I always thought that looked kind of interesting. Now, I think I might be placing them a little bit too close together here for it to work properly. And I'm going to make them in rows like this. And then maybe just add one more just for looks, I suppose. Let's add one more just sort of there. Let's have a look. So yeah, now when you... What the hell is happening over there? A little bit of a landscape glitch there. Kind of strange. But yeah, now when you're driving along the highway, you get these huge... I feel like they should be pushed inwards, inland a little bit more. They're a bit too close to the highway right now. Let's do that. Yeah, I feel like that may be a little bit nicer. Slightly further away. They're a bit thick, aren't they? Their stems have a lot of girth to them compared to, say, the width of the highways and stuff. Yeah, they're a bit on the large side. I'm not actually a big fan of that, now that I've noticed it. That's not super pretty. But yeah, I do quite like a bit of a... Ooh, they just sort of disappear when you zoom out. Yeah, I do like a bit of a windmill park there. That's kind of cool. However, we do need to connect that with power lines to the city. Let's get that going as well. Let's actually have a... Where should we have that power line? I tend to put them like right in between the roads, but that might not be the nicest place to put them. So how about we sort of start them off here in the middle? It's not necessary, but it works. And then sort of have them go... you don't want to go there. There you want to go. And then sort of have them connect onto this area here as well. There we go. Definitely not necessary to connect them up here. I could have just drawn them right to the city, but I quite like this. And now when you drive across here, you sort of have this wind farm vibe going. Quite like that. I don't like the height difference between these two roads. I kind of want to fix that as well, but that is also effort. And I want to do some more fun stuff. For some reason, these two little assholes are complaining about the water availability here, and I am not entirely certain why. Because they definitely should have water. Come on, delete. I'm just gonna slightly fuck over their water supply here. Okay, yeah, that is actually fucking some people up. So what if we now reconnect the water situation? Come on, stop autosaving. Well, keep autosaving, it's kind of important, but... Are you... Okay, what about my water availability? That is more than fine. And they've stopped complaining. That was a little bit on the odd side. But yeah, let's actually start getting rid of some of the old gross industry here. Get rid of the roads, because that just gets rid of the zoning. And that should be alright. I don't think there's any service buildings in here either, so that should just get rid of these bastards. I do have this nice turning point here, though. What do I do with that? I actually... you, unzone, unzone, unzone. There we go. I do have this nice turning point in there. But I'm not entirely certain what to do with that. Do I want to place something here? Maybe another, like... just a small farm sort of in this area. That might actually be kind of cool. Could go for that. Yeah, something to keep in mind. I want to try something else first. I want to play around a bit with the toll booths and that sort of thing, because I have a mod, the Traffic Manager President Edition, that did not work when this game pack came out. This DLC, the Industries DLC, did not work at all. The toll booths and some other things were broken, but now the mod has been updated, so I can work with the toll booths and stuff, which is kind of exciting. First, though, before we do that, I will also get rid of just this little bit of industrial area here, because it's not very nice here. I don't think. I like the offices, but I'm not a fan of the sort of the pollution industries here. So I think it's a good plan to have that removed. I still really like what I've done with the bus lanes and stuff here as well, though. And people can actually walk here too. That's kind of cool. Oh, I thought this person was just gonna cross and go there, but nope. Just stopped at the bus stop. But yeah, that works really nicely. I like the way that looks a lot. What are you? Yeah, you don't have road access, but you don't have zoning anymore either. So you should... Wait, you're a firehouse. Let's scoot you over to... let's say here, possibly. Yeah, you work there. That is perfectly all right. You can go. You can go. Now that area is clean again, and that will unpollute itself in a second. But let's have a look at this. So first thing that we need to do is lower the bridge, but also, I just realized that this whole area. Oh, this line, this power line, needs to be moved if I want to make this work. And I'm not quite sure to where I want to move the power line. Let's see. We have these other, the smaller power lines as well. Maybe we can do something interesting with that, because I've used them here. So if I just pull a small power line out of this sort of area, what space is already occupied? Hang on, I'm gonna turn on roads anarchy. That will always do the job. There we go. And then just sort of pull you in there. No, I do want to see that pole there, if at all possible. Let's see. Yeah, just single selection. Pull you back, pull you back, pull you back. There we go. That is much better. It's a bit random. Oh, wait, this pole is invisible as well. Hang on. Come on. Thereabouts you go. Yeah, that works. Okay, that means that we can now get rid of this entire power line here. And although I do like the power line by the coast, it's a little bit in the way. Let's see, you can get going as well. Okay, now what needs to happen is this whole section needs to be lowered quite significantly, because I need to pull an offshoot in here for people to pay their tolls and go back onto the bridge. All right, this is now a whole lot more usable. Let's see if we can pull a sort of toll situation out of here, because the road now needs to split up, and unfortunately the toll booths right here, let's see, I need a one-way one. The toll booths don't go like on bridges or on pillars or what have you, so I need to have my toll booth situation down here. Not quite optimal. How should we solve this is my my question. So if we have it down here, we can have it sitting on sort of a hill, I guess. That might actually be a somewhat interesting idea. Hang on, I have a vague idea for this. What if we do... How do we do this? I haven't really played a lot with quays and that sort of thing on land. I mean, these sort of thing. I've heard a guy on YouTube call them keys. They might be called keys, so I might have been mispronouncing quay or key this whole time. But until I get confirmation, I'm going to stick with quay, I think, because that's how it's spelt. So that seems more logical. Right, so these roads are highways of that variety, 4 lanes. What if we change you to do an action like that? That would work for me. Because then, actually, let's have you go sort of in there. And maybe, can I do a slightly nicer action with this, or is this going to stay very steep? Hang on, let's have a look at that. In there, and smooth, slightly bigger brush. That doesn't work flawlessly. That's all right. That I can deal with that. But yeah, let's have a. Actually, we might be able to have a quay underneath here to make that look nice. Let's have a look at that later. First, I wanna just. Ooh, no, definite hard pass. I need to select the right height first. So if we do an action like this, we can make an offshoot type of thing. And that will work for us very nicely. So something that sort of size, I guess. I just bear with me here. I have an idea of what I'm doing. It just might not look very nice yet, and we have to keep the simulation running, right? So it's gonna run a bit weird. Why are all of these people switching lanes? That is interesting. Is there some weird... because I updated this lane switching situation doesn't work properly anymore. So I need you to be able to go in there, and you to go in there and there. And now that might work properly again. I am not 100% sure though. But yeah, let's have a toll road. One of the... I'm guessing 4 lanes would be enough. I think this would be a bit excessive. Is it though? Because this is a busy... Well, we'll see. If it needs upgrading, then I'll get an upgrade later. For the time being, this should be alright. Right, let's have you sit sort of thereabouts, maybe. Right next to the road. And then we pull a... what do we do? Oh, this is interesting because I have no actual idea of what I'm doing. Let's pull a road, just a straight road, from there into there. And from there back into Not quite there, but maybe there-ish. Ooh, that is weird now. Yeah, you... Actually, this road now needs to be upgraded to... Ooh, I know that these guys do not like this at all. To you... That is correct. Yes, excellent. Okay, let's have a look, though, because this bit of road also needs to become that. There we go, and you need to turn around that way. Excellent. Splendid. Yeah, that is exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now, bear with me, because this looks hideous. Why? What? Are we having a death wave again? Jesus fucking Christ. This is just... What even? I don't even know. Okay, let's see. Let's add a few more graveyards, I suppose. What there? Because there's nothing else we can do with this. What a mess. I'm gonna add just another graveyard sort of here. If you wanna... Oh, you don't want to go there because I put a train track there. That's slightly annoying. I'll have another one just sitting on the corner here. You'll slide under the train tracks there. Jesus, everyone is dead. Is my healthcare just so shit? I mean, health isn't great, but it's not terrible for sure. Honestly, I'm just... I don't know. I'm gonna put another graveyard there. This is just kinda unbearable. Maybe a crematorium in this sort of area so that the dead people can be picked up from here too. Why not? Like, everyone is dead at the same time. Citizens are sick. Yeah, but I'm not surprised actually that citizens here are sick. Do we have any form of... No, we don't. Let's put a little clinic into this area here. What about just there-ish? No, on the other side would be more effective, I suppose. Just about there. Yeah, that'll be all right. That should be better. What the well, fine. Minus 10,000 though. That is worrying. We might just go bankrupt all of a sudden. That would be an adventure. Right. Let's just keep the simulation running slowly and hope that this resolves itself, because I don't think I can actually do anything about this. Let's get rid of all these trees and have a look at what the people here are doing. So, right, you, first of all, need to connect up properly. So that, ooh, are we saving? Yes, we are saving. So you need to be able to go in there and in there. You can only go in there. Then to follow that up, you guys can only go straight ahead. Because now you're just messing with me. There you go. And then additionally, there are no crossing limits here. Super. Now that should flow again. And I don't quite know why it wasn't flowing before, but fine. Let's drag you outward slightly. Can I just pull you all the way in there? Yes, but you do need to match up with that height there. That is fine. And then I'm gonna do the same over here. I don't want you to snap, if you don't mind. I'm gonna pull you all the way in there and match your height with that thing over there. And that should be all right. Then let's... That is one building, which is not quite great. But... that should just go slightly upwards. And this whole situation here can go upwards a little bit as well. And then you can now match to that node. Can you not? To that node. Nope, you don't want to match. What about like this? And then we can pull you a little bit closer. turn you around a little bit. Something like that. Okay, this is a little bit weird. Pull you down a bit. Pull you away a little bit. There we go. That looks almost glitchless. That is what we're going for here. Almost glitchless. Now, actually, you can be a bit lower still. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Although, for some reason, no one is going through here, which is kind of worrisome. Is that just because... Are you closed? If you're closed, do you not allow any traffic to pass through you anymore? That'd be kind of annoying. Right, so let's give you hot water and... Is that genuinely it? I really hope that that is not it. That would be kind of ridiculous. But it might be. Who knows? Let's pull your electricity out of here onto there-ish. Now you should be working again. Right? Yeah, now you should be working again. Let's, can we speed up a little bit and see if that actually... This is such a mess of going up and down. I might need to change this to be more functional, actually, but... Oh my god! Ugh. That is insanity right there. But, yeah, let's see. How does this work? Is this an alright situation right here? Are we okay? Let's have you go down slightly. And I think that should just about be it. So, I was very hopeful that that guy was going to come here, but no, that guy is not coming here either. So you can only go in here. You can only go in there. So like that is now everyone has to go in there. Now I don't quite know what's happening here and why no one is crossing my bridge anymore. Is it just because there is a toll booth? It might just be because there is a toll booth and no one wants to go through the toll booth. That'd be kind of interesting. I'm gonna have a look on the other side in a second to see if that side suddenly got stupidly busy. Yeah, everyone is merging there for some reason. That is weird. So, no, that's not the right one. Yeah. Uh-huh. Fascinating. Okay. Interesting. And also, I do want to have a toll booth on this side as well, although I don't quite have the space for it, so I don't know how to solve that entirely. But that is interesting. It's interesting to see that they take that so seriously. So that just put a whole lot of strain on this road. Just because they don't want to pass through here. Although, there are a few people passing through here now. But just a few. Just a tiny amount. Let's slow that down again. We're still losing money. I mean, and we're still losing a lot of money as well. Yeah, that is... they're not charging a lot of people. This is such a mess. Yeah, this really needs to be fixed. I really need to fix this. But, alright. That can be of later concern. Right, I'm gonna put a toll booth here as well. See if I can do that somehow. Fit one in. Okay, so what I've built here is... weird to say the least. It's a bit of a mess. But, it seems to be resolving itself a little bit, which is good at least. Let's see if the road connector blobs are still in order. Because these guys should just go straight ahead, because there's no point in them going anywhere else, really. This should be alright, actually. Why not have you also connected to there? So you can have a nice wide selection of toll booths you wanna go through. Yeah, it's insanity, but it seems to be working to an extent, and that's about all I can say about it. Right, you should also strictly be able to go there. Not strictly, technically. You should also be able to go there, so you can have people turning off into this lane. But yeah, I built a sort of tall island in the sky, and I feel like the construction costs and that sort of thing were probably a magnitude higher than this toll booth will ever generate in revenue, but it's all right, I suppose. Let's see. It does charge a lot of cars, though. I'm glad to see that that works. Yeah, let's see. You're 120 per week, and you charged a lot of cars. Yeah, I'm gonna actually up your thing a little bit, your price to like 150, because people are forced to go across these two bridges. And the reason I'm doing this actually is kind of because I wanna. Yeah, you're also returning to facility, and you're also interesting. Now we can actually keep track of how many people go across these bridges, at least one way. And I want to do this on the other side as well, but I'll do that in between this episode and the in the next. But yeah, this has been an interesting experience. I'm gonna decorate this up a little bit so it looks a bit more like this one over here. Actually, from above, if you don't look at it too closely, I actually kind of like the way this looks now. The only slight downside is that it really, actually, this traffic backup is on the other side. This is not too bad a backup, actually. Kind of surprised about that. What we can do here to make it flow slightly smoother is unrestrict these intersections. You as well. Oh, you're already doing that, I think. You're also already doing that. You are also doing that. You're not doing that yet. So always unrestrict intersections everywhere, because it's a bit of a nuisance if they're not unrestricted. There we go. Why are these people being weird? And why? Ah, right. Also, unrestrict intersection. Much better. Yeah, these people are being weird about their lane selection and stuff, I think, but we'll deal. That is fine. Yeah, from above, if you don't look at it too closely, I quite like the way this turned out. But Jesus, was it a hassle to get in order, because these quays and the roads and stuff did not want to play nicely with the terrain difference. And as you can see, like that, I can't really fix that, and you can see it underneath the bridge there as well. So it's not super nice, but from a distance, it's cool. It's cool to look at. That is yeah, nice enough. Let's see what's next on the list. Actually, the last item on the list is to reroute this train line over here into this cargo station. But because there is no industrial zone here anymore, this cargo station isn't doing a lot. So I think I might just repurpose this area for something else. I'm not quite sure what yet, but yeah, I don't know. But while we are at it, we might as well just purify this area a little bit, make it look a bit nicer. Let's see how we can do that. Let's go over here, select one of these, Control C, thank you. So now we have a quay, and that a quay can go here. Ooh, that is being particularly wonky. Let's not have you be so wonky, please. How about you just sync up to that height? Okay, thank you. And then you're actually slightly on the wrong side of things. I wished you were the other way around. Oof, that is so glitchy. Yeah, I just need to select, yes, you, that point right there. You need to severely go down. And so does your brother on the other side. You need to also go down to that sort of level. Much better. Okay. Now we can push that in there, but annoyingly, that goes up again. Auto-saving again. No, that is still higher than I want you to be. There we go. This is a bit of a hassle, but it's gonna do its part in making this this whole place look quite a bit nicer. What about you? Are you sort of lined up at least? I think you are quite lined up, so that is pretty decent. A little bit higher, maybe. There we go. That should be all right. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Doesn't seem to clip anywhere. The only thing is that now the land on the side needs to be flattened off ever so slightly. So how are we gonna do that? This whole area is pretty flat, possibly because of the industry stuff I had here before. That's kind of nice actually, but you can be pushed up right to there. Very good. And that doesn't quite work because this the toll road there is generating some hillsides as well, which is not quite great, but yeah, could be a lot worse for sure. So that is good on that side. The other side is quite clean already. Yeah, I can't push that in any further. Let's smooth this out slightly. And this whole area is gonna... Ah, that's alright actually, that this whole area goes up a little bit. Yeah, not superb, but I kind of like it. And I quite like that this bit is green as well. On the other end, I had this... let's see, I had it go grey, like... Hang on, what I'm about to do. Like this. So the whole sort of tall square was concrete instead of nice and green. Which... realistically does work a bit better. I might just fluff this a bit up with some walls and detailing. I think that should be that would be a good plan. Do I have concrete walls? I think I have concrete walls installed. Whoa. Let's have a look. That no. Let's go for concrete instead. Concrete. And no, these are just concrete blocks. They're quite cool, though. I might actually use these for something. But no, where would that concrete wall have gone? Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'll have a look at the concrete wall situation before the next episode. I don't quite know where they have gone, so we'll figure that out later. But for now, thank you so much for watching. This was an interesting episode for me to kind of work out, because it some of the building aspects of it were quite tricky, but I definitely enjoyed it. Bye, ambulance. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to push some of the positive buttons down below, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.